The onshore end of the first bridge section was secured at high tide on D+3. Then at each subsequent high tide, additional sections were added. When the first bridge was completed to a full length of 3,000 feet, the Lobnitz piers were moved into position. The towering corner legs, or spuds, were dropped to the ocean bottom, and the piers rose and fell with the tide on these spuds. The first bridge was completed on D+11. Admiral Kirk inspected the assembly. The first LST docked on D+11. The piers were designed to handle both LSTs and coastal freighters, but there was not enough water around them for Liberty ships. On June 17th, the harbor was completed at Omaha 3 days ahead of schedule. In addition to sinking the Phoenixes, we sank 13 block ships at Omaha. They were sunk in line, just as the Phoenixes were sunk. They helped reduce wave action and provided moorings for landing craft. The old British battleship Centurion was one of the ships sunk. She fought at Jutland. Most of the sunken ships, however, were Liberties. They were brought into line, then their bottoms were blasted. The British crew stood at attention while the old Centurion went down. On shore at Omaha, the Seabees established and operated the Navy camp. Reinforced foxholes were standard quarters, and mines were a persistent problem. Commander Jardine of the 111th Battalion commanded Rhino ferries and CB shore activities at Omaha. Then the storm struck. It came on June 18th, almost without warning. Not in 20 years had such a storm hit the channel in June. The bridges and piers were a twisted mass of wreckage. The waves had washed over the Phoenixes, breaking their 8-inch walls. The sunken ships were badly battered. Some of them had their backs broken. "252 craft were piled onto the beach and wrecked. For 3 days, the fierce onshore winds had beaten at our installations, and we were unable to land a single pound of supplies. Had the storm struck a few days earlier, it might have defeated the entire operation. The story of the Spanish Armada might have been repeated. The bridge served as a dam to pile up the water. It was a catch-all for small craft. LCTs piled on top of one another. The concrete beetles were demolished. Fortunately, the gun crews on the Phoenixes were taken off before the storm hit. The entire Phoenix Bridge and Pier assembly at Omaha was abandoned. Additional ships were sunk, however, and the beach continued to function in a limited way.